Hi everyone, this is Joanne Fink for Sakura, and those of you who know me know that I'm passionate about lettering and I'm passionate about coloring. So I was delighted to find out that Sakura recently came out with the koi coloring brush pens. I get to letter in a rainbow of colors that blend beautifully together, and I'm going to show you how I like to letter with them. I've always loved to letter, and lettering with the new koi coloring brush is truly a dream for me. Look at how rich that color is. It's so easy, it's so quick, it has such grace and flexibility. I love to flourish with it. It's something that I can do really from anywhere. I like being able to add weight so that I can get the edges exactly as I want them. And that's so easy because the tip is so flexible. Look at this. This gives me a really fine line, or you can get a really thick line. And the best part is to flourish. So now, let me show you how to do it. The first thing that you need to know is not to be afraid to push on the tip. A lot of people come and they just use it lightly. What it's designed for is to make really bold, big strokes. And the best way to learn how to make bold, big strokes, take the nib and push it down, and you'll get something that resembles a flower petal or a teardrop. Then pull it towards you. So get your flower petal, pull it towards you. Make a whole row of these. If they start looking like this, you're not pressing enough. I really want you to push the tip all the way down and pull it towards you. Trust me, the tip is really sturdy, nothing's going to happen to it. When you're doing brush lettering, the idea is pedal, push, pull. Up is no pressure. I had so little pressure there that my pen almost left the page. No pressure up, pedal, push, pressure down. No pressure up, pedal, push with pressure down towards you. I don't know if you know, but I just wrote mini. When I choose a word to write, if I have the choice, I try to pick a word that has an ascender or a descender. So when you have what I call a base letter, it should fit between the baseline and the waistline. Anything that goes above that is an ascender. For example, H is an ascending letter, and G is a descending letter. It descends below the baseline. This is an imaginary line. Any ascending letter, I tend to flourish, and I try not to get my flourishes where my ascenders would go because it can sometimes interfere with the readability. So this is the space for ascenders. This is the space for base letters. This is the space for descenders, and then above and below that is where you flourish. This is the 24 pack. One of the things that I like best about koi is the way that the colors blend. There's 48 colors in total, and I have, with a great deal of difficulty, narrowed down to a few colors, and I'm going to be writing the word rainbow, and we'll start with the R. What I'm doing is writing one letter in each of the colors that I've chosen. And rainbow has an ascender. And since one of my favorite colors, which is lime green, did not make it in, I'm going to use that for the flourish. And again, I'm going to show you how you can add weight to your flourishes. There, that's a nice little bit of weight. Now all I need to decide is what color to make the heart that I'm about to put on top of the eye as a dot. And I think teal. So now I'd like to show you how to write a word and do a drop shadow on it. One of my favorite words. Those of you who know me can probably guess what it is. The downstroke, even on a rounded letter like the O, is still heavy and pulled towards you. When you're going down, it's heavy. When you're going up, it's thin. I want to add some weight onto here. So as I come around, I can increase the weight both at the top and at the bottom, because I always like my capital letter to have a little bit of oomph. And since I really like a little bit of contrasting color, we'll add a heart into the L. It's very easy to add interest by adding a drop shadow. You want to pick either black or a darker shade of the color you've just written in. You don't want to be pushing the way you were pushing when you wrote the letter, of course, because you're trying to just do an accent. So you want to draw lightly with the pen. And in a drop shadow, you visualize the sun coming from someplace, and the drop shadow is either all on the right and underneath, or all on the right and on top. Our drop shadow is going to obviously be on the right-hand side and underneath. And a drop shadow just adds a lot of interest to a piece of lettering. I hope that you will grab a pack of the Koi brush markers. I take them everywhere. I love writing with them, and I hope you'll enjoy them too. Happy lettering.